Celebration of Rochester Math and Science Academy. My name is Dak Ahmed, and I'm the librarian slash the administrative assistant slash I wear many hats, as my colleagues would agree. To begin tonight, we would like to start off with our ceremony, to bless our ceremony with the Holy Quran, recited by my fellow colleague Ahmed Jamale. Please help me welcome him.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم وعباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض هونا وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما والذين يبيتون لربهم سجدا وقياما والذين يقولون ربنا اصرف عنا عذاب جهنم إن عذابها كان غراما إنها ساءت مستقرا ومقاما إنها ساءت مستقرا ومقاما والذين إذا أنفقوا لم يسرفوا ولم يقتروا وكان بين ذلك قواما صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Ahmed Jamale. Next thing we would like to do is I would like everybody to stand up with the help of second graders from Mr. Jeff's class and his assistants Medina. Every morning they would like to sing the national anthem. So please, I would like everybody to stand up and listen. Thank you. All right, please have a seat. Weren't they just cute? Right? All right, to the stage, I would like to welcome you to our two wonderful MCs, Bazi bin Sheikh and Kosar Aden. Please give me a warm welcome to welcome them.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are honored to welcome you the Rochester Math and Science 10 years anniversary. We have wonderful leaders, public servers, community leaders, public nurses, educators, parents with us tonight to celebrate and witness the 10th anniversary of Rochester Math and Science.
My name is Kosar Hussein, and I want to start tonight by talking a little bit about the history of this wonderful institution that we're celebrating tonight, which is RMSA, Rochester Math and Science Academy. Just to begin a little bit about it, this school serves from kindergarten to 8th grade, and it started from the fall of 2005. At the time, there was a huge influx of new coming students in town. As Rochester, we had a challenge to face and to fill a gap that was coming a major problem. I wouldn't even call it a major problem, but something that needed an attention from us. I think we had visionary leaders that actually came up with an idea and filled that and started serving the need that Rochester, the new need Rochester was facing, which was this new influx of students coming into our town. I can proudly say that And you know, this school has served that. Not only has it served it, but obviously with every institution or organizations, there's hard works, there's setbacks, there were struggles, and we went all through that. We're a work in progress, we're working on it, and a proof of it will be the staff sitting here, the staff scattered all over, the wonderful work they do. I'm always impressed every day when I come in. The teachers, what I say about the teachers is, I'm a new teacher right now. I'm learning teacher, I'll call myself. It's not an easy task, it's not an easy job. It's a 24/7 hour job where you actually bring it home. You're clocked in all day long. So I call them, you know, the extraordinary people, you know, ordinary people doing extraordinary works, really. I'm always impressed. And this vision was actually created by one of our, you know, the executive director plus other people that came into, you know, to create this school, this institution that is not just an institution, it's a community place for most of us, somewhere where we can come. And not only is he just a principal, but he's somebody that a lot of the community members go for ideas, for help, for newcomers that are actually new to town. A lot of people cannot put in their shoes what people, new immigrants, go through coming from places that they never went to school. Our teachers mostly will not understand that either. So, I mean, it's a really tough task, and I'm proud of you. I'm really very impressed with the teachers, what they do. And it's something that a lot of us need a lot of work. And I'm actually gonna pass the torch to my co-host to talk a little bit who would be the next speaker for the night.
Thank you, Kauthar, thank you. I would like to welcome on this stage an Executive Director of Rochester Math and Science, Abdelkader Abdallah. Abdelkader Abdallah.
Good afternoon, Senator Cara Nelson, Congresswoman Tina Lebling, Mayor Ardell, distinguished guests from the profit and non-profit organizations, parents, community members at large. Welcome to the 10th anniversary of Rochester Math and Science Academy. Tonight, we are here to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Rochester Math and Science Academy. In the last years, we have crossed many important milestones. Over the years, our school has evolved to meet the needs of our students and the community at large. Since inception in 2005, the leaders of Rochester Math and Science Academy were clear that nurturing the young must, at its core, values education. The school continues to emphasize the development of self-worth, a thirst for knowledge, lifelong learning, respect for other people, and the importance of being a gracious and contributing citizens of everybody. The development of Rochester Math and Science Academy's curriculum, teaching and learning philosophy over the years also reflect a deep understanding of its students' needs. All this is done creatively. Our goal is to deliver a rich and engaging curriculum to aid in the active learning process. Every year lays the foundation for new ideas and improvements in the year to come. In the last decade, we have worked tirelessly to ensure we live up to our mission and vision and our strategy to overcome all the barriers. Rochester Math and Science Academy is celebrating this special occasion with parents, members of a school board, teachers, staff, community at large, and the elected officials and distinguished guests from all over Rochester. Indeed, a school cannot achieve its goals alone. We started out as a vision, has exceeded our dreams far beyond what we had imagined in the beginning of 2005. The partnership with the parents is especially important in ensuring that knowledge and values that the children acquire in school are reinforced at home with the help of the parents. Without them, the school cannot survive and the kids cannot learn. Thanks for working with us parents. As John Dewey stated, education is a social process. Education is growth. Education is not a preparation for life. Education is life itself. We have made a lot of achievements over the years. We all know the building of a school takes perseverance and dedication. I envision decades of continued growth and success for Rochester Math and Science Academy. Thank you, all of you. This is our 10th anniversary. Without you, we couldn't have reached this stage today. And we have accomplished 10 years of hard work and dedication, and we hope we will continue our journey. The journey of education is sour, but we don't have any alternative rather to tolerate, and we have to show patience in order we can succeed to help the next generations. Thank you very much.
I would like to call on the podium as our next speaker, Tina Lebling, who is a Minnesota State Representative of District 26A. Tina has been a DFL political leader for over a decade. She's been a strong supporter of this school and the community. We would like to invite you. Welcome.
Well, good evening. It's so exciting to be here. I'm Tina Liebling, State Representative from part of Rochester. And as our hostess said, I have been representing part of Rochester for 10 years, about the same amount of time that the school has been running. And wow, 10 years goes by very fast, right? It really does. So first of all, congratulations to all of you on the continued success of the school. It goes by fast, but we know 10 years of existence and success is a lot of hard work by a lot of people. And it's a really wonderful thing to have this school in our community and helping to get so many of our young people prepared for life. It's also really an honor to follow Director Abdallah and what he said. Education isn't just preparation. I think he said, it is life. It is life. And I couldn't agree more. This country is really built on education. When my father was growing up, and even my husband's father, they grew up in very poor families. They were both children of immigrants, actually, and it was only the public education system, and then after they came back from military service, the GI Bill, help from the government, that allowed them to go to college then and become fully functioning and participating citizens. So always our public education system in this country has been a builder of our country. It has built the middle class and allowed people who came from immigrant beginnings, sometimes very poor beginnings, sometimes homes without much support, and has allowed many of these children to become successful. And their success is the success of our country. Now we know that the face of America is changing. Many more of us now come from diverse backgrounds. Once again, in a very few years, the majority of Americans will be minority. And it's so very important that every one of those children, whether white, whether black, whether of some other background, whatever background they come from, that every child is prepared for success. I often tell audiences, this is not because it's not charity, right? We want to make sure that we have a great education system, not because it's charity, but because it's self-interest. Because every one of us, for our future as a nation, we need to make sure that our children are well prepared to succeed. And so this is something that you know very, very deeply and have worked on very closely, and I am very grateful to you for that. I also am very glad to hear that part of what you're doing in the school is preparing children to be good citizens. Now, we just went through an election, and I have heard that in the nation, only 35% of people who could vote actually voted. Only 35%. That's pretty shocking, right? That it's so low. When you look around the world, people are still dying. People are going out in the street and putting themselves in harm's way for the right to have some say in their government, for the right to vote, for the right to decide what's going to happen in their lives. And yet in this country, we see so many people that don't understand the connection between voting and the things that happen to them in their lives. Voting and the availability of education, voting and the availability of jobs, voting and the environment. So many things that really depend on our participation as citizens, because if we don't participate, someone else will be making the decision for us. And I know that all of you understand that, and I'm very grateful to you for that. It's so important that we give our children that message. It's not enough to go to school. It's not enough to have a good job. You have to participate in your government. It's not something just way out there. It's something right here that affects your life and the life of your family every single day. So I was teasing the director that maybe I would speak for an hour and a half, but I won't do that. But I just want to thank you so much for inviting me today. I'm very honored. I'm very grateful for what the school does in the community, that these are all our children. I know they're your children. I know we have many parents here. We have many teachers here. But in a very real sense, these are all our children. We are all the community. And to the degree that we understand that and we can act as a community, to that degree we will all be successful. As a community, as a city, as a state, and as a nation. So thank you very much for giving me a few minutes. I'm very pleased to be here with you today, and congratulations.
So I want to welcome you guys on the board. The chairman of the Rochester Math and Science Board Chairman, and also he's a parent, and also he's a teacher. And he is one of the starters of this school, and he's been working this school in the past 10 years. I want to welcome to Mr. Ali Jaras, and we're proud to have Mr. Ali Jaras as a team member.
aniga waxaan rabaa maanta inaan u mahad celiyo dadka meesha fadhiya say u dhan yihiin hadday noqon lahaayeen siyaasi hadday noqon lahaayeen community-ga maaragtay leaderskooda hadday noqon lahaayeen waalidiinta iskuulka hadday noqon lahaayeen maamulka iskuulka chair directorska board directorska macallimiinta, all of them I wanted to say welcome and waana idin salaamaya salaam weyn idin salaamaya. And I'm talking about according to the parent as a parent, and I wanted to say to talk the home language, since the home language is a Somali language. So I wanted to talk Somali language. And first of all, waxaan rabaa inaan ka hadlo iskuulkan wuxuu dhisan yahay 10 sano ayuu shaqeynayaa. 10 sano uu shaqeynayaa markaan leeyahay waxaa jira dad baa warsado yiri waayo iskuulku maaragtay ma 9 sano furan yahay sanadka 10aad ma gaarina waayo oo maaragtay 10 sano leediin sida bini'aadanku u dhasho oo nooluhu u dhashay ayaa maaragtay organizationada ama dawladuhu u dhashaan. Marka juridical bond wuxuu ahaa iskuulkan 2004 ayuu ahaa 2005 na waa la furay. Marka waxaad ogaataan 10 sano waa la gaaray 10kii sano hadii xataa maaragtay 2005 leeran 2 bilood ka dhiman. Marka wuxuu ahaa subject of law wuxuu ahaa iskuulkani maalintii 2004 biologiisi iyo maaragtay muxuu ahaa certificatekiisi iyo wax walba la dhameystiray ayuu wuxuu ahaa sharci. Sidaa darteed 10 sano waa la gaaray iskuulka waa joogaa maanta. talabaad haddii intaas ka gudbo waxaan rabaa iskuulku wuxuu sida laga dhawaajiyay ama Cabdulqaadir uu ka hadlay ama baasiba uu idin sheegay wuxuu leeyahay departmentooyin kala duwan sida matalan transportation waa leeyahay wuxuu leeyahay maaragtay muxuu education field buu leeyahay wuxuu leeyahay food field buu leeyahay meelo kala duwan buu leeyahay. Marka gaadiidka aan haysano maanta waa 6 bas iyo hal maaragtay muxuu ahaa vana iyo 1 van iyo 1 bus oo maaragtay muxuu ahaa qorshaha ku jira in la gado maaragtay maalmaha bilaha soo socda insha Allah since iskuulka uu weynaanayo inaan gadno ayaa qorshaha nagu yahay. tan kale oo raba inaan ka hadlo waxa waaye waxbarashada ku dheeraan maayo waxa iskuulka waxbarashadiisa waa la socotay wax walba transparency waaye waxaad ka aragtiin kombiyuutarada ayaad ka aragtiin iyo website-yada ka aragtiin iskuulkan inta uu furaa inta badan wuxuu ku jira top 10 ayuu inta badan galayay ka bacdina wuxuu galayay maaragtay muxuu ahaa sanadkana ugu dambeeyay wuxuu ku jira muxuu ahaa iskuulaadka aad improvement u sameeyay oo meelaha hore ku jira ayuu kamid yahay sida darteed waxay ku timid ma sahlana inaad maaragtay iskuulka sida halka lagu keenay waxa waaye hogaamin toosan iyo waxbarasho daacada iyo waalid iskuulka maaragtay ilmaha iskuulka dhigta boqolkiiba maaragtay 40 waxay kamid yihiin baarantigoodii baa ka shaqeeya iskuulka baarantigii dhalay ayaa iskuul ka shaqeeya oo biological baaranti ah ayaa iskuul ka shaqeeya marka waxaan rabaa inaan idin sheego iskuulku wax badan ayuu uga duwan yahay iskuulaadka kale marka hore waa charter oo waa lagu la xisaabtamaa AYP lagu la xisaabtamaya oo wax la yiraahdo sanadkan iskuulkan maxuu qabtay la leeyahay public schoolku inta badan lama warsado waa iska socdaan kan waa la xisaabtamaa waayo marka hore waxa lagu dhisay maxaad bedeli kartaa maxuu qabanaya ilmaha maxuu maaragtay wax taraya waxbarashaan kordhinaya iyo challenge baa lagu furo marka hore marka xigta waxa weeye hadii aanu AYP hadoona sameyn waaba xirmayaaba sida darteed iskuulku wuxuu ku dhisan yahay challenge-gaas uu ku dhisan yahay waxa ka shaqeey uga duwan iskuulaadka kale boqolkiiba 40 waalidiintii ardada dhashay ama maaragtay ka shaqeysa wuxuu uga duwan yahay iskuulku waa bilingual or trilingual way saddex luqo ama maaragtay dadka ilmaha jooga ay ku hadlaan Soomaali Ingiriis iyo Carabi iyo maaragtay maxuu ahayd Swahili iyo luqooyin kala duwan ay ku hadlaan macallimiinta iyo ardada joogtana sidaas oo kale yihiin for example ardayga cusub ee yimiday muxuu ahayd weligiis aan Ingiriis arag waxa uu diyaara mid Swahili yaqaan haduu Swahili yaqaano marka uu wareysa soo dhisaya la shaqeynaya meel soo gaarsiinaya waxa kale uu diyaara home tutors uu leeyahay uga duwan yahay iskuulaadka kale oo guryaha loogu tagaa ilmaha iska daa in kale macalinka guriga laftiisa hadii maaragtay muxuu ahayd uu dareemo in ardaygu liito intuu biisidiisa qaato guriga tagaya markaas uu reerka la fariisanaya oo ilmihii iyo familka la sheekaysanaya dabadeedna maaragtay muxuu ahaa canugii meesha uu ka liito ayaa laga wada hadlaya waana la dhisaya wuxuu leeyahay baranti oo iskuulka iyo macallimiinta iyo muxuu ahayd maamulku isku xiran yihiin oo saddexduba ay wada shaqeeyaan oo markii isu yimaadeen la wada darso canuga xaaladiisa laga wada shaqeeyo waad ogtihiin marka uu jiro waxa la yiraahdo open house-ka iskuulku ama parent and teachers meeting markay jiraan all families waa imaanayaan parentu waa imaanaya iskuulaad kala ilmahay dhiga jireen oo aan tagi jiray parentu kalsooni badan kuma qabin sida badan ma tagi jirin waayo waa laga yaabaa inay luqadda ay tahay darteed wax kala ma jirin luqadda kaliya inay tahay ayaan falaya ilmaha waxay dhiga jireen aniga century waxa weeye waxaan ugu tagi jiray Cabdalle ninka saaxiibka iyo laba waalid oo kale ayaan ku arki jiray markaan century tago afar qofood ayaan ku arki jiray marka waxa la rabaa halkaana markii la yiraahdo maanta waa la qabanayaa 5 saacadood ayaa la taagan yahay macallimiintii iyo barantigii ay sahla isugu dhex jiraan ilmihii wixii oo dhan canugaan bayeelin inuu maqnaado sababtu waxa weeye kalsooni weyn buu iskuulku qabaa iskuulkaanu ma laha wax la yiraahdo tardi iyo wax la yiraahdo maaragtay muxuu ahayd truancy iyo maaragtay juvenile court iyo muxuu ahayd correction officer midna ma laha waa ka nadiif wax walba canug walba asagoo jecel ayuu iskuulka saaka inta soo kala laxu imaanaya asagoo wax walba u diyaar hadii mid laga soo tago vaanka diyaar oo lagu soo qaadaya marka waxa weeye iskuulku saas ayuu uga duwan yahay iskuulaadka kale waxa jooga dhalinyaro ka soo baxday iskuulaadka oo muxuu ahayd halka wax ku bartay ee luqadii la yaqaana ee maaragtay 5 sano waxaan iyaga ahayn ma la shaqaalaysiinin iyaga ayaa ka shaqeeya oo ilmaha si gaar u helbi gareeya ilaa aan gaarnay one inaan gaarno hal arday iyo hal macallin inay wada shaqeeyaan ayaanu gaarnaa sida ilmaha maaragtay kor loo soo qaado marka iskama imaanin canugu inuu meesha uu gaaro ama iskuulkaas oo cusub inuu halka gaaro ilmuhuna ay u badan yihiin immigrant boqolkiiba 90 ama 80 yihiin inay halka soo gaaraan sahal kuma imaan barantiga soo noqonaya barantiga iskuulku ilaahay khayr hasiyo waa ma ka hadli karo waxay qabteen iyo sida yihiin laakiin Israa'iil loo yaqaan intaas oo dhan iyaga ku jiraan ambiyadii oo dhan ayuu suuradaas Maryama Ilaahay ku magacaabay oo qof dumar uu siiyay hal suurad oo rag lagu magacaabay Quraanka kuma jiro marka ilaahay baan maaragtay dumarka maanta waana ku yar yihiin meesha laakiin dumarka Soomaaliyeed ama dumarka community ashan iskuulaadka u dhigtaan iskuulka waxa dhigtay all communities ayaa iskuulkan enroll gareeya oo maaragtay maxuu ahayto cid walba dhigata laakiin waxaan sheegayaa qofka library-ga la taagan iskuulka dhex taagan masjidka la taagan centers maaragtay maxuu ahayto education centers-ka la taagan YMC-da la taagan meel walba la taagan waa hooyo van wadata hooyada iyo vaankeedaba jannada alla geliyo wax kala dhihi maayo waxaan leenahay abwaankii weynaa kelimada uriyaan leenahay hooyo ifka hiba ku noolow aakhira halkii roon ifka hiba ku noolow aakhira halkii roon hooyo maaha midaan kaliya waxa dhibtoonaya midda miyiga joogtaa dhibtoonaysa mid walba dhibtoonaysa hooyada qof walba qalbigeeda qof walba heesla warantay qalbigeeda 1 minute ha xasuusato hooyadeed qalbigeeda soo gelisay bal waxay qabatay ha xasuusato markaas ay ogaanaysaa hooyada qiimaheeda waa ooyaa markaan xasuusto hooyaday waayo iyadoo beerta macalinka jimca la fali jiray jimcaha soo fashay ay duurka markay ka timaaday beerteena fali jirtay markaas dhabarkeeda intay toxab fuusho ayaan saliid ka mari jiraan xasuustaa anigoo dugsiga dhigta waxaan rabaa ilmaha saa u yaala mar kale aan ku celinaa hadda ka horena waa u yiri sheekaskii Seattle Washington ka dhacday Seattle ka dhacdan idin sheegaya hooyo 9 canug la timiday hooyadaasi maaragtaa muxuu ahayto waa single mother anugu ugu weynaa waxa la geeyay oo wiila ayaa waxa la geeyay high schoolkii ila bangareeda la geeyay ila bangareed waa 17 jir ila bangareeda lagu tuuray waligiis Ingiriis ma aragay meel lagu dhigay macallimadii uu tagay hello ay tiri hello buu ka daba yiri macallimadu waxay soo akhribay waxa la soo qallu yiri qaba la yiri hello oo ma ay tiri markaas ay tahay hello how are you ka daba yiri what's your name ay tiri markaas what is your name markaas ay tiri macallimadu inta xanaaqday tiri hal iga saaro ardadii ku qosashay markaas uu qaatay inay la caayay moogtay banaanka loo saaray suspendina waa la siiyay one day the first day guriga uu tagay hooyadiiba uu tagay markaas aanu wiri hooyo dhibkaas ay ugu dhacnaaga ay soo eriday islaam waa yeela ayaa ay soo erido iskuulkiga soo eriday muxuu ka garanayaa Shakespeare iyo Hamlet ala dhigayaa iyo maaragtay literature muxuu garanayaa nin hadda dhulka ka yimiday ee laga yaabo inuu maaragtay muxuu ahayto waligiisba iskuul dhigan ee galaaskaas la fariisiyay waxba ma garan karo marka waxaan rabaa in hawshaas iyada ah waalidkaas hooyadaas aan guriga aan computer u oolin ee muxuu ahayto language barrier ka qabta ee muxuu ahayto baa laga yaabo stereotype ka meesha oo ka jira laga yaabo culture problem qabta muxuu ahayto dhibaatadaas qabta in loo wada gurmado ayaan idinka doonayaa insha Allah dhamaan sida loo joogo hadaa rabta ahaw maaragtay ما سهلنا إن لبدلوا مارته culture وحلا بدل cultural change is not easy you can change مارته procedural change واسمي كرتا you can make structural change but cultural change is not easy behavior of people in بدش وقت بيكون قادنا you have to know the base of this culture أتبدلش إن نورمها هي value هي faith كأولية هنا دقاتي على جربا that's why أنا أقول كقول إيشني before أن school كفرنا معلمين تا أيام وحنا آخرنا مارته محوها waxaanu akhrina dhaqanka anagu aan leenahay ama ummadaha East Africa ama mid garantuga ay leeyihiin.
Thank you, Mr. Alijaras, for the emotional, amazing talk. But I would like to call on the podium our next speaker. Our next speaker is actually our next speaker will be a state representative who serves. It's a representative who actually, thank you. It's a representative who actually serves the southeastern Minnesota state. It will be Carla Nelson, a state senator that's actually among us tonight. She is a representative who serves at the southeastern state of our district 26. Carla Nelson was and is a champion of our school and a great friend of our school. She's actually here tonight to give us a couple of words. We appreciate your time and come join us.
Well, good evening. I am State Senator Carla Nelson. I represent you in the Minnesota Senate, and I am so honored to be here with you tonight to celebrate in this great occasion, in this packed room, celebrating 10 years with Rochester Math Science Academy. I bring you greetings. Well done. I bring you greetings from the Minnesota Senate. We all applaud you for 10 years of success. And tonight I'd like to talk a little bit about the visionaries. And I see many of you in this room. Visionaries who believed, rightfully believed, that every student should have access to a high-quality education that will allow them and prepare them to successfully participate in every opportunity that this society presents. And I think Mr. Ali Jarrah said something similar to that as well. And I follow what you have said, Mr. Jarrah. So those visionaries who have worked hard, who had that vision for every child, every one of your children, every child, those visionaries who saw ahead what could be for every child in this city and state and country. And I know that it didn't come easy. I know there was a lot of work. And without a vision, I look at visionaries as leaders. And you know, if there is a leader who doesn't have anyone following her, well, that's just a lady out for a walk, right? In order for leaders to see that vision enacted, they need what I call vision makers. And that's you. Every one of you who saw that vision, who believed that education is the moral challenge of our day, it's the economic challenge of our day, and it is the racial challenge of our day. And all of you vision makers who said, yes, that is what I want for my child. And your principal, your executive director knows that as the lead on the education committee in the Senate, I follow the scores. I look at how our students are doing across the state, but I have a special spot that I look. The ones that I look at first are the students that are in my Senate district, that are in this Senate district. And I look at Rochester Math and Science Academy, and I can tell you, they are outperforming in every single area. So I think you should, I hope you all stand up. Give yourselves a hand. Well done. I congratulate you all because I know it is hard work. And it is more than the teachers, although you have got excellent teachers. And it is more than the school board, and you've got a great school board, and you have got great leaders as well. But it depends upon the parents. I want more moms like you described. We need more moms like that all across this state. So it depends upon the parents, the leaders in the home, the parents. It depends on the religious leaders. It is the entire community. And I've been in your school and I see that every time. It is a community-supported school. And that is one of the reasons that it is so successful. So tonight, I am thrilled to celebrate with you. And we will celebrate well tonight, and it is well deserved. But my friends, we'll celebrate. Yeah, we can celebrate. You can clap for that. We should celebrate. I think you cannot give yourself too much congratulations tonight because it was a hard job and great success has been achieved. But my friends, after we celebrate tonight, we know that tomorrow is a new day. We know that the jobs that our kids need to be prepared for tomorrow, we're not even sure what those jobs are today. And that's why they need the skills and the learning to learn, the ability to learn that they get at Rochester Math Science Academy. So after we celebrate today, let's make sure that we are all following the visionaries, we are all vision makers to make sure that every student will be prepared for the next decade, and that Rochester Math Science Academy will be preparing those students to be successful. So thank you so much. Enjoy your celebration tonight.
Thank you, Senator Carl Nelson. I want to welcome Mayor Ardell, City of Rochester Mayor.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be able to be here with you. This is a room full. It's really wonderful to stand up here and see that. I've had occasion to be over at the Academy, and one of those, and that's another thing that's coming up here, is the poetry. I was at the school when, and I'm trying to think of it, Dakhur, I think was her name, that did the poem, and I don't know if she's here tonight. She is there. Are you going to do that same poem? The one that I love, the one that's people. I love that. I love that. That is so good. Anyway, and I want to say too, one of the things, we had a conference here this summer from the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities, and they wanted to have something about diversity and how it was, and I said, you know, we can preach all the time about it, and sometimes it kind of in this ear and out the other, but I think if we had an example really of how wonderful diversity is and how different folks from different cultures have come here and are part of our city, I think that would make a bigger impression. And so I asked if we could have her give that particular poem, and she did. And the feedback that we got later, that was far better than anybody else getting up and preaching a little bit about how important. We all know the value of getting along with one another and being compassionate and all of that. But I thank her personally, and I thank the school for what you've done. Obviously, you are important. You're important members of this community. And I've said at different times, whenever we have different cultures, new people coming to town, don't give up your culture either, just because we want you to be a part of this city. You know, we have the Irish celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and we have the Latinos celebrating, you know, Cinco de Mayo. The Germans celebrate Oktoberfest, all of that stuff. Your celebrations we need to learn about as well, and so I'm so happy that you're here and celebrating this 10th anniversary. It's been a good week for celebrations. Personally, I had a pretty good celebration last Tuesday. So it's a joy, and actually today I got back about 30 minutes before I came out here. I did quickly change my jersey. I didn't play football, but I was up at the stadium for the Gophers whipping Iowa today. 51-14, you know, that was a game that was supposed to be 1 point difference, maybe, whoever would win. But so it is a great week of celebrations, and this is no exception to those celebrations. So thank you, blessings to all of you, and we're just so proud to have the school and your community in our city. It is your city, and I am your mayor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor. You're always wonderful, and you always show up whenever we call you. Now I would like to call somebody that knows the school well, one of our teachers, somebody that's actually a leader for us too, Jared Smiley, our BE teacher, and one of the leaders for the teachers in the school. Go ahead.
But I am the PE teacher over at Rochester Math and Science. I'm also one of 3 academic deans for the building as well. You know, that teaching is quite a job, so there takes 3 of us to do the monitoring and supervising of the rest of the teachers as well. So on behalf of the teachers, I just wanted to say thank you for all of you being here, and thank you to our community for letting us teach your students. I think that one of the most fortunate parts about my job is that every day I get to go to a school where I do just as much learning as my students do. about learning about a new culture that I wasn't previously engaged with before I got the job here 3 years ago. And I can say that I've learned an absolute ton, and I've just as much from my students that I hope that my students have learned from me. I think the last few years have been a really great years of growth at our school. And one of our goals as a teaching staff every year is to maintain and to exceed our growth from the previous year. And that, even though I'm not one for standardized testing, you can definitely see the growth that this school has made through our testing scores that we've had. So again, I just wanted to say thank you for having us all here, and our teachers. We wouldn't have the job if it weren't for your students, and we appreciate being there every single day.
Now I would like to actually see one of the students, a byproduct of this school, that's actually right now in high school doing post-secondary with college, Sagal Abdi, if she's in the crowd, to come and say a couple of things about her experience as a student. That's what I mean.
My name is Sagal Mohammed Abdi, and I'm currently 11th grader at Rochester Academy, and I'm also in PSEO. But I think that I jumped a little ahead of myself, because my journey began September 3rd, 2005, when I was in second grade. I was scared and I had anxiety of starting a new school, new faces, new environments, but as soon as I walked into the school, I knew, because of the welcoming faces, the warm smiles, that this is not a school, but it's gonna be my second home. This school isn't just a school to me, but it's a family, because they've always been there for me. Education-wise, they've always motivated me, they stood by me, they made sure that I knew who I can be and how successful my life is, even when I knew I couldn't. RMSA gave me the confidence for who I am today. Not only am I thriving in high school, but I'm also in PCO, which is doing college and high school, and it's hard. But I know every time I open my textbook, I hear encouraging, Sagal, you can do it. You got it in you, you can do it. And looking at everyone here today, I really want to just thank you for everything that everyone has put into me. I want to thank Abdul Qadir, where are you? I want to thank you because to me, you're not a principal. You're like a father figure. You stood by me. I remember second grade, third grade, fourth grade, all the way until I graduated 8th grade. You always stood in the front door. Salam alaikum, Sagal. And I see my former teachers. I remember walking to your classrooms, Mr. Lowndes, all the smiles, telling me, hey, Sagal, you're talking too much, but you're doing a good job. I want to thank my mom, and I want to thank my sister, I want to thank my friends for everything you put inside me, even when I thought I couldn't do it. Because our Rochester Math and Science Academy isn't a school, it's a home for every kid that goes there. And I'm tearing up. Thank God for waterproof mascara. Because I know when I go back to the school every single day, they take me to my college classes, and I see all the kids smiling, and I get all the memories when I was walking there, walking through those hallways. And I'm so proud of my school, of my 10th year, of the 10 years that this school has been open. I know that kids are learning. I know that kids' self-esteems are going high. And I want to thank the teachers for everything you guys do. Because you guys are not just teachers. You guys are like second parents. And I want to thank you so much. And congratulations. And let it be another 100 years for the Rochester Math and Science Academy.
Thank you so much, Sagal. Thank you so much. Wants to say, Sagal's family, thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to welcome again, Botry team.
Education. We grew up not knowing where we're going to be, whether we're going to be middle school or even high school. It all just seems so far away and so unreal. Each day being a new one full of new lessons waiting to be learned. Everything we have accomplished is because of education. We made it this far and we are willing to go further. We know that we are lucky to have this right. There are so many people out there wishing and fighting to be just like us.
We don't take this for granted, but cherish it. Education to me is the words of loyalty integrated in the minds of our youth, but it isn't what it was, separated by a line of hip-hop rappers and cosmopolitan showmen. For me, education is colorless, ageless, timeless. It's what binds our people together.
Now we are here to take our stand, be the leader of tomorrow, learning from yesterday's mistakes.
Education to me is the key to all. It makes us all unique, especially in our own way, yet it forces children together as one.
It doesn't matter what culture, race, or religion you're from. If you have the motivation to learn, they'll take you to the paradise ahead. Education shouldn't be forced. You should
want it, need it,
feel for it.
Many of today's youth are out there on the streets. Dealing and smoking is what they've become accustomed to. Street smarts, they call it. Without this, you can't make it in their world.
That's the type of education we don't want our generation to be known for. We want to be the ones that start a whole new movement.
Not a peace movement, not a civil rights movement, an education movement.
You'll part ways with everything, but education will always stay with you. You may not get what you want, but education will always remain everything that you do.
Lighten up your life with a lot of education. Set aside the chapter of ignorance. Open up a new passage and take in all your courage.
Pay no attention to slanders. Pay no attention to haters. They'll be back for you, searching for some answers. Just know that you are gifted. Give it a shot. Give it your all. Destroy all the negative thoughts, and education will take you far. Believe in yourself, and you will reach the stars.
Search deep inside your soul and say it out loud. I am smart. I am intelligent.
I am wise.
I am clever. And I am bright.
Continue to seek and you shall find. Continue to seek and you shall find. Whatever it is to be shall never be left undefined. When time passes, we can't try and rewind.
Understand that yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today is your present.
So take advantage of the time you have.
And keep on fighting your way to your dreams. One day you will be the one that everyone will want to be.
You fall down, but try so hard to get back up. Believe in yourself and never give up.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to personally say thank you to the principal that helped the school. The current principal is Abdulkader Abdullah, but the first principal of the school of Rochester Math and Science Academy. Farhan Hussein, please stand up. Let's give this man a hand of clap, please. He was the principal for 3 years of Rochester Math and Science Academy. It was known Adam Abdullah, but this man is the reason why we're here today. Okay, thank you, Farhan. Okay, and I also would like the Rochester Math and Science Academy teachers to please take a break from eating. Staff, I want everybody to stand up. If you work at Rochester Math and Science Academy, please help me give me a warm welcome to these fellow teachers, staff, for teaching our kids every single day, in and out. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. And next, we would like to give an award ceremony to the teachers, So the teachers that have been here for 10 years, 8 to 10 years of our school, the senior teachers, and also our friends of the school. Please help me give me a warm welcome ceremony with the help of Carla Nelson. Please, if you can come up. Thank you.
So now, Carla, we kind of did this on purpose while you were eating your salad to give you and say, no, you can't do that anymore. You guys can stand there. The acknowledgement goes to all the staff. I mean, the hard work is done by all the wonderful staff that this school has. And most so, the teachers do the best of all jobs. And I think the hardest job, like I said earlier to me, I will say it again and again, would be what the teachers do in this school. I think tonight we want to honor, those teachers and staff that they started this school with us. From the beginning, the senior staff that was here with us through thick and thin. So I'm going to try to call some teachers and staff members that were there. I'll start by calling a friend, actually, of the school, if he's here, Ahmed Usman Askari, somebody that supported the school and was here from the beginning and did everything with. Ahmed Usman Askari, is he in the crowd right now? Please come. Please proceed to accept this certificate. Yep. All right. I'm going to continue interjecting people's eating of their dinner and call their names. I just figured it's a way to kind of make it, the long wait of the dinner, more horrible or maybe more painful by calling them while they enjoy their salad. I figured I'm up here, why not call them and join me up here too. I'm going to call a teacher right now, a great teacher, a man that I work with, that I've learned a couple of tips and I continue to learn a lot from. Mr. Jeff Lambo, our second grade teacher, an amazing man that has a huge control of his class. Please welcome him. He's been with us 8 years and counting, I would say. 8 years and counting. Please come on the podium. Yes. I will, Mr. Jeff would like to say a couple of words, please.
I just wanted to say thank you to two special ladies in my life. One is my wife, and the other one is known as Hoya. That's Medina. I couldn't have done this job without you, Medina. So thank you to all the staff. Like they said, this is a family, and I'm very touched. Thank you so much.
Medina, would have been wonderful if you showed your face. Please do stand up. Mr. Jeff was wonderful to have called your name. She's amazing. By the way, there are the team, Mr. Jeff and Medina, that are behind the national anthem being sung by our second graders and all the other wonderful songs that they sung for us tonight at the video. So thank you guys. My next person will be Siad Lahos, a wonderful staff that was with this school from the beginning. Please come up for Mr. Siad. Come on up. Please come on the podium. All right. My next person that I will be calling is another staff, somebody that was up here on the podium, a father, a teacher, somebody that was the leading people who actually began the school, Mr. Ali Jaras. Please come on the podium. Please come on the podium. I'm going to continue. I don't want to hold everybody else. I'm going to call on the podium another wonderful teacher, our first grade teacher, Mr. Matt Lowndes. Please come on the podium. A great guy. Please come on the podium. I forgot to mention that Matt has been with us for 7 years. Thank you, Matt. I'm going to continue calling the names. Another staff member of the school that started the school with the crowd here, our executive leader, Sadia Jama. Please come on the podium. Sadia Jama, a wonderful mother, somebody that's been there from the beginning. I'm going to conclude this awards with a guy that I actually go into his class, an amazing man, a teacher of a 3rd grade, Mr. Tariq Kamal. I love the way he teaches. I learn a new styles. He's been with the school for 8 years. Please join us.
Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Tariq Kamal. I teach 3rd grade. I just wanted to say that Sagal, you realize that the mayor is here tonight? You realize that a senator is here and a representative is here? Yet you are the one who got a genuine standing ovation. I think that's just great. You did. You stole the show. This is a hard job. I'm not going to lie. It's a very, very challenging job. Teachers, we really have a good team. We have a lot of old returning teachers, and we have some younger ones that are just kind of learning. But we work really well together, and I'm very honored to just be part of your team. And thank you very much for this award.
Thank you very much, Senator Carnel Nelson. Thank you very much, everybody who attended this audience today. I would like to thank my wife, Zainab Mohammed, who is here tonight, my family, my lovely daughter. She came from Seattle for the sake of this celebration. I would like to thank everybody who came. Enjoy the dinner tonight. Thank you very much.